Yeah, but I had Cam hung everything for me, so now I just need to put the art in.
How'd you design that layout? Things. That's cute.
I just laid it on my floor.
Okay.
Oh, and then
have you just been collecting
frames?
Those are cute.
Yes. Yeah, this frame is from the thrift store. This is from the thrift store. That's from the thrift store. And this one's from the thrift store. And then the rest are from Amazon, from like Goodwill.
Cute.
Yeah. But this long one,
yeah,
I'm like really having trouble finding sizing for it because it's normally those 3 little ovals, but I wanted it to be like the full length long. So I low-key think I have to like design something.
Oh, you could use like, you know, that layout thing you did for your...
That's what I was thinking. Like make a cute,
that would be
like,
cute, like a scrapbook
long
looking
thing.
Yeah.
Or I was thinking like little strawberries like in a row or something.
Oh yeah, just like a graphic.
Yeah, I don't know, just like
not like
graphics.
Pictures.
Yeah, no, but like right now it's funny because it's just like my first dead grandma, my brother.
Jesus Christ.
All right, well, welcome back to another episode of So Glad We're Friends. I'm Maggie.
I'm Devin.
I'm Brittany. What a way to start the day.
Dude, it feels like I'm showing up for an 8 a.m. college class. Like, I'm so tired.
Same.
You guys are amazing. Thank you. I've been up for like 5 hours.
What? That's like when I went to
you
bed.
Got up at 5?
No, I got up at like 6:30. So like 4.5 hours.
And you did Pilates?
No, I did a walk.
Oh.
Did a little lake walk.
Oh, I'm jealous. How's the weather there?
It's hot, but it's really nice. The lake doesn't make it feel quite so hot.
Yeah. It's weird how things do that.
I know. But like, we walked around Austin a little bit yesterday before I dropped my friends off, and it was hot there. Like, it felt hot.
Yeah. Because it's more like the city.
Yeah.
Like a lot of pavement.
Yeah, I don't even know why. It like felt so much hotter though.
I went on like the first week of October and it was really hot and I didn't need a jacket at any point. Like,
no. It's usually pretty hot the first week of October. I don't think we've come,
which makes me feel a little bit better about Arizona right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm really worried about climate change right now.
Yeah.
Because this weekend it was 117.
Wait, what do you mean?
It felt like
better about Arizona though, just that the whole
just that it's hot everywhere else. But I guess Brittany just said it's usually hot in October in Austin.
Gotcha. Yeah, see, I think that's the difference though. Is like it used to be like 95 in October or like 80 something in October. So like
really.
Yeah, there was a point when I was like little kid where like you'd have to wear a jacket to trick or treat, and then probably by definitely the end of elementary school that was not the case.
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty wild.
Scares me.
Yeah.
I know. And like
shouldn't
when
probably
we
buy any more real estate here.
well, I don't know because then all the pros. Oh my god, yeah. Also, if any of our listeners are dealing with any of these hurricanes or floods or anything, I'm so sorry. God. That's so horrible. And I feel like Arizona, a big plus is like there's not really any things like that.
Yeah. I know.
So it probably is a good real estate.
It's really scary to think about. Especially because like, didn't this path like kind of change last minute?
I think so. I think they said that because I don't think it was supposed to go to like Asheville or something.
No, not like the flooding at least. I don't know. Those things sort of scare me. There's this like girl that I follow on TikTok. She's like called East Coast DIY, and she's rebuilding her house from like, I don't know, a really bad hurricane from I think last year.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot which one it was, but it completely like she had renovated her. I think her husband was in the military, and like while he was gone, she like renovated their whole house like by herself and like learned how to do all this stuff. And then the hurricane like wiped it out. And so like they've been the last year at least, they've been rebuilding it. And then she was like on storm watch basically, like, oh, this might happen again to my house. And I was just like, holy fuck. Like, I don't know if I could rebuild my house and like know that the inevitable is that a hurricane might hit it again.
It's scary because places are literally becoming uninhabitable. Like, I feel like in 30 years, are we going to be able to live in Phoenix? Are people going to be able to live on the coast of like where the hurricanes are? Right. Like, we're not going to be able to. And that's what they've been saying about climate change. It's scary. And we have a lot of time left on this planet. Not that I would be like, oh, well, I'm going to be dead and then it'll be, I don't care. You know, but like,
I don't have to worry about it.
That's so interesting.
Crazy. I saw this one family who remodeled their whole house after a hurricane and then it got destroyed last week again. Like, and they just finished remodeling it.
Oh my God.
Well, that's like that's like this girl, like she's spending just because I don't know how much she really got in insurance, because like apparently a lot of people in Florida, I don't know if you can really get, or if you do get insurance, like it's just insane.
I heard it's like, expensive, to have flood insurance.
It's like it's like atrociously expensive. And so I just saw people in her comment section being like, she's paying for all of this stuff, and like, you know, maybe she's getting a lot because she like gets millions and millions of views on her projects, but is that enough to cover the cost of like your entire, like, I don't know,
and worth it? I don't know,
the mental toll.
Is it worth it? But she's like, you know, they're putting in like gas lanterns in their front door that she said are going to be on like 24/7. I was like, that's kind of crazy.
What does that do?
And just like the gas line, you know, like if you have like a gas line, she put 2 gas lines in either side of her front door and then is going to have like a lantern.
What does that do?
Because like, you know, there's like fake. Well, it's just like a gas line. So it's like you're running natural gas. Like, I know. I'm saying the same thing over and over again. You know, like the fake lights outside, like if you put the lights on and it flickers, it's basically like real fire outside.
Does that withstand
fire
power outages?
Gas stove.
Yes, that's a great analogy. Thank you. Jesus Christ. A gas stove, basically outdoors, and it's lit all the time.
Does the gas line still work if there's no electricity?
I don't know.
Because I would assume that's the point.
A reason, yeah.
But what, you want just gas lines outside, like 2 by your front door? I'm not really sure what the purpose of it is, but
it's probably if the power goes out, I would assume. Did you see all the Teslas?
I don't think so, though.
Catching on fire.
Oh yeah,
no,
in people's garages
because like they're
stuff.
all flooded, so then the water's like making the Teslas catch on fire.
Oh, I hate this. I don't know.
I know.
I just feel, it's very devastating and very scary.
Yeah.
It is so crazy. I feel very bad for people, but also like it's such a thing. Like I hate when people are also just like, well, just move then. Like clearly you can't. It's not just easy to just move your whole family.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Did you see Jacqueline Hill's getting like everyone's mad at her because she posted like, I think it was an Instagram story or maybe it was a TikTok, and she was like, I don't want to hear this. Like I lived in Florida my whole life, and then I moved to California, and now I've experienced 5 earthquakes in like the last 5 months I've been here or something, like in a short amount of time. She's like, earthquakes are way worse. Like just saying how much earthquakes are worse than hurricanes. First of all, it's like, why do you need to compare natural disasters?
No,
but like definitely not the time to say when people are losing their houses and everything to just be like, no, earthquakes are worse.
What?
That's so out of touch.
I mean, like a huge earthquake maybe, but in California, they're like, oh, there's an earthquake. It's not like, oh, we need to evacuate.
I know.
Because there's an earthquake.
People are saying to buy earthquake kits here and stuff because it's like both the Mount Hood and I think there's like multiple things that could pop at any time.
They've been saying, I know they've been saying this stuff.
I know, but it's like, how do you? I don't know.
I don't like this.
Not growing up here, you don't know about it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, before we begin our topic, I'd like to formally apologize to Brittany for my lack of knowledge on the Foster sisters, on this show, on the World's First podcast. I am into it. I've listened to multiple episodes.
Me too. I've been listening too.
I hate my life. It's fine.
It's so good.
And now, like, when people talk about the show, I'm like, it's actually based on.
Same.
If I knew anything.
Same. That's so funny.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's only been 4 years.
And that song from the last second of the last episode has been stuck in my head too.
All of the music.
Don't say
so
anything.
Good.
I haven't been able to watch it yet.
Oh, it's so good.
I've been busy.
God.
It's the return of rom-coms. It's just like
I know
the perfect TV show.
I just loved it so much because it just felt so like cozy. Like it felt like, I feel like a lot of shows now you're always like kind of on edge of like what's gonna happen, is something bad gonna happen, but like this just felt like, you know, they're gonna end up together, like, you know, the whole time. It just feels like
maybe
nice.
That's how I need to like promote the TV shows I watch, cozy, because that's the only kind of show that I like to watch.
Yeah, like a Gilmore Girls vibe or something.
Yeah, like even Loot was cozy to me.
I love Loot. Is that, when's that coming out again?
I don't know.
I hope there's another season.
Maybe I'll do like, if you like the show, then you should watch.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a good way. I listened to Maya's episode with Dax, like her most recent one, and I love their relationship. Her. I didn't know they like were BFFs.
I know.
They're like so cute.
Him and Amy Poehler too. They are.
That was like similar. A whole a deep dive therapy session. I was like, I don't need to listen to this right now. This
I'm
is
really
like
jealous that you get to like listen to all those for the first time.
Yeah,
those are like monumental.
I'm back on. I enjoy like a good interviewer now.
The Catherine Hahn one from yesterday was really good too.
Yeah,
I haven't listened to that.
Love her. But yeah, Nobody Wants Us. Like, I feel like it was also because it was like realistic in a way. Like, I liked that a lot of times when couples fight in a show or something, you're like, oh my God, just go freaking communicate. And you're like yelling at them.
Yeah.
But, like, they would just automatically communicate. And you're like, okay, this is how it would actually happen in real life.
And he was so patient and understanding with her.
Mm-hmm. It's so cute.
And like all the time she would try to like run away because she felt her old ways coming back or whatever, he'd be like, well, how can I help you? You know, like,
so cute.
So good.
I can't wait to watch it.
They're so cute. I love both
I don't know
of
if
them.
I want to like wait till I'm home to watch it or if I should.
You should
watch it here. Yeah. I feel like I'll get a better experience.
Okay, well, should we talk about productivity? Because I'm not feeling productive.
LOL. We've been putting on this topic for
literally
3 months. We're not feeling productive, so like let's not talk about this yet. But I think it's a good way to start.
Yeah, maybe it'll make people feel less alone.
Yeah. I think one of the biggest things on productivity, there's 2 dogs here, so sorry if you can hear barking. Are they loud? Can you hear them?
Yeah. Is Rosie settling more now?
Well, she loves it here. This is like her
she's
dream
like
place.
second home.
Yeah, this is her second. She loves that damn dog door. Like, I'll open up the regular door and she's like, no, I'm going through my door. And just like prances outside.
Cute.
And then she just, my favorite thing in the entire world is that she sits like on the back patio and just like stares out on the land.
Such a princess.
All the land the light touches or whatever from the Lion King.
It's just so cute.
That's like really cute.
She's not that like chill at our house because there's always like something to watch or like squirrels or like people or dogs barking or whatever it is. And
when it's at their own house, they're like territorial over it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I wonder if that's the difference.
Like, sitting and she's just like, wow, this is beautiful. And then she's gone swimming.
Aww.
She hasn't gone on the boat yet. I don't really want to take her on the boat. She's not a very good boat dog.
What did she do? I really want to take her.
She just like barks and whines.
Oh really?
And then like we let her in the water and then she's like whining to get back out and it's just dumb.
That makes sense. The downside of it here is the water gets algae in it like towards the end of summer, so like now we can't go in like any of the water even though it's still nice outside.
That's so scary.
Sucks. I know. At
least there's like good,
ocean. True.
Is that the ocean?
The ocean is clean.
Take them all the way to the ocean.
It's like an hour from you.
Yeah, like an hour and a half.
That's tough.
For some reason, that extra half hour makes it like more.
Yeah,
like if it was just an hour, you'd be like, oh. Okay.
It's like an hour. You can your stay could be in the same city, kind of.
Yeah.
But then like the extra half is like, oh, we're going to a whole different city.
It was like a whole day trip.
Yeah. Well, it's like 3 hours round trip. That's like pretty aggressive.
True.
But like, is there also quite a lot of traffic because it's towards the beach? It's not like a highway. It's like a 2-lane road, right?
No, it's actually really nice. That's gonna be my next like driving alone trip because it's just like a single road basically. It's really nice.
Very nice.
We're going in. Did I tell you guys Cameron's doing weightlifting competitions?
No.
This is his
When
new
did he
side
start
quest.
this?
Well, with his like personal trainer guy, they like started, I don't know, he's like lifting heavier weights and stuff, and the guy does these competitions, and so he's like, you should just try it, you should just do it. So like I don't know, maybe a month ago or something, he went to a practice one and he did like really well. So then he signed up for this one, so it's next weekend, the first one. And I get to like go watch him and stuff, and he has to wear like a little singlet and the belt and everything.
Oh my god.
I know.
And they're just like lifting as heavy as they can to be like, look at how heavy I lifted.
Yeah, I guess so. And this one's like not regulated, like, so there will be people on steroids and stuff, so like he probably won't win, but it's more just a fun thing, I guess. I don't know, but he'd be deadlifting like 450 pounds. Like, I don't even know what that means. Wow. I just know like that's me.
I feel a shitting my pants story incoming.
As he's
that's
lifting.
Like so much weight.
I know, but he's so cute, and he's like been taking like content of himself, and he made like a secret Instagram that nobody knows about.
Oh my god, I love that. Cute. Him and Joe should talk.
I know. That's why he's
should just
be
like
about Joe so much. Like,
really?
Like, Joe's, it's so cute what Joe's doing and stuff. I'm like, I know. You just got to make it public.
I know. It is scary though. I feel that. Because even Joe's like, oh, this didn't like it. This got like 5 likes. And I'm like, but that's like, you're growing. Like, you're like in this process. Or
the
like,
5 likes are like Evan, Maggie, Brittany.
And Brittany times 3, like all 3 accounts.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah, it is hard. And then I also told him it might be more scary if he's continuously posting not public, because then when you do make it public, then it's like all of the information is available rather than like a new account. I don't know, but it's so cute.
But the other thing too, that there's like this one guy that comments on like so many of his videos. He's like Joe's super fan. I'm like, this is like the cutest thing in the world.
I love that.
But it is scary to start something new and like just have it be public and like, you know, not understand like how to grow it and everything.
So scary.
Or not even understand what's growing, but like what's working, what's not working, kind of thing.
We were lucky to hide behind our dogs when we started because like I didn't start
huge
posting
thing.
my face until I already had the gratification of like 1,000 people watching my story or whatever. So I never had to feel the embarrassment of like only 10 people viewed my story or whatever.
Yeah,
that's so true.
And that's how you do it when you're an introvert.
And then when the numbers are small, like getting 6 likes instead of 5, that's like, oh, I'm growing.
Yeah, for sure.
Or like once it turns to and others liked this. That was a huge point.
Oh yeah.
It is kind of, it's like one of those things though when you're starting out that like you just kind of have to like take every single like little thing as a win. But I think it's also like when you're smaller, you almost like have to kind of intentionally create some viral content or like controversial content. And but it's like you have to be also mentally prepared for like the shitty people and shitty comments with that.
You know who's so good at like little controversial videos?
Who?
Maggie.
Me?
Yeah. I bet you your the video you posted yesterday will probably go viral.
Really? I don't think so.
Yeah, because
which one did you post yesterday?
All you need is like someone arguing about how dogs shouldn't sleep in the bed with you.
You know, I mean, I did. The thought did cross my mind. But I never want to do like controversial things that I like don't believe in, or like just say something to be controversial.
I know that's why
like,
you're
if
good
I'm
at it.
Sharing about
like,
my life, like,
yeah.
But it's almost kind of like the way that you're doing it is good because they're not like anything that someone's going to fully attack your character. They're just going to be like, no, that's wrong. Versus like, you're stupid. They're going to be like, oh, I hate that idea.
Yeah, okay, it's like, cool. You're wrong.
You don't have to do
that
it.
Dog grooming one was horrible. Like, all the groomers were so pissed.
Oh, yeah, I did see that popped off.
They're so pissed. But like the wedding ones and stuff, it's all nice. This one woman, she's like, I don't know, 50, 60 something year old woman. She commented like, this wedding looks like a 21-year-old birthday party rager or something. And I showed Cam and we were like, that's kind of the goal. So I'm glad that you could see that. Okay, but so many people replied to her and was like, this is horrible. Why would you say this? Your wedding looks so tacky. Like, your wedding photo looks like you guys were in Walmart.
That's insane.
It's so funny.
I love when people come to your defense in the comments.
I know. But yeah, me and Dev were talking about this because I feel like I've been like doing good about short videos, but I need to be better about making longer videos, and she wants to make more short videos.
I know. It's so funny.
Because I like made this switch in my brain and my content where it's like every single video that I make has to actually benefit my niche and only attract my followers the followers that I want, the type of people I want. And then I was like, well, now, like, I don't know, I don't post any little short, like, shareable, funny videos, which is an easy way just to get views and stuff.
And it could still be in your niche, like if it's just about hair or just about makeup or like little things like that.
Yeah.
Well, that's like what 4 was saying that Devon had to do too. Like, not even necessarily shorter. 4's recommendation for like lifestyle creators that want to like focus on more specific brands or like brand deals is like, you want to make sure the video is like majority of like whatever topic you're trying to like work with.
So that like, so they don't like your long vlog of your day. They're like,
because if you think about it, if a brand's like going to take the time to watch your videos, like oftentimes they're not going to take the full minute. So if like they at least see that you're talking about cooking, then they're like, oh, she talks about cooking, or like, oh, she's talking about hair. But if they have to like wait for like 45 seconds to get to like the cooking part, then they're like, oh, she's not really a cooking creator,
It's hard. And sometimes it's way easier for me to make more content when it is little snippets like that. Like if I'm doing a whole vlog of the whole day, that's like I'm less likely to edit it right away, or like less likely to want to do anything with it. Where if it's like, oh, just the first part of my morning, then just cooking, just whatever, then it feels easier to like separate into little videos.
I love that. For some reason, my brain does not work that way anymore. Like my brain, I don't have those ideas.
But it's hard when you're so good at the longer form. Like it's like you don't want to stop that necessarily.
Because like that's what your followers want to see.
Yeah, like, and you're good at it. So you don't want to like just be done with it.
But I need a variety. Even with YouTube, I'm so bored of my life right now. Like, I need a break. I don't want to keep editing myself doing the same shit over and over again.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like that's what life in general lately has just felt very, like, mundane. Like, very...
Yeah. And I'm waiting for the weather to change so that I can, like, revamp something.
What, Britt?
I feel like I need to stop and, like, slow down. I would like to trade
really
lives for a minute.
Yeah. Well, like this morning I turned on my record player and I was opening my blinds and I was like, this could literally be Groundhog's Day. Like I could be living yesterday over and over again doing the same fucking thing, and I don't know if I would even notice.
I know.
Because I like wake up and do the same thing every fucking day.
It's like, it's so weird. And I've just been feeling like way more, I don't know, like lonely, I guess. I don't know. Or just like being home all day alone. Like I just really don't like it.
Well, also you had so much to look forward to, and you might be even like still coming down off of a high because now you're just like leveling out. Because you were working towards Ashley so
was
much.
Saying yesterday, like, because I don't know why I feel so like down, and she's like, that's definitely why. Also, like, your grandma died, like all of these things have happened that you haven't like processed.
That's so true. So that like sense. You didn't even get to like think about your grandma's death because you're like my wedding and everything else.
Like it still feels like and like we still have so much wedding shit to go through. Like I like my office finally feels like more complete now. Like I feel so much better without this, but I still have like a bunch of wedding stuff right here. The garage is still full of wedding stuff. Like I don't know if it'll feel, I just need to get back like in a routine. But then like Dev's saying, it's like the routine feels like just very repetitive.
Yeah.
Whenever in my life, especially when summer would come around or whatever, whenever I had a big change in my life, I would always get depressed. I think I still do, but my life doesn't change that much now. But yeah, it's just like a seasonal adjustment.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if you'll feel better once it gets cooler too, because I feel like you're normally happier in the winter.
Yeah, probably. I have summer depression.
Yeah.
It makes sense though if you like don't want to go outside and sweat your ass off every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like impossible.
Thank God for workout classes. I think they saved me this summer.
That's really good.
That is really awesome. Especially because that was like such a big goal for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's like such a huge thing. Like, even if that's like the only thing of this year, that's so much.
Yeah.
Like, that's
I
such
know.
a big change you made in your life.
I have to remind myself of that.
It also like is such a big thing for like your overall health and anxiety and like depression and just like having an outlet like that you can like actually turn to and you enjoy, I think makes such a difference.
Yeah.
So you've been feeling overproductive, Britt?
I just been feeling busy.
She's just
burnt
busy.
out.
Crazy.
Yeah, you're gonna get burnt out.
No, I won't.
When are you having a break?
I would like to stay home until Thanksgiving. I don't want to leave.
Okay. That's a
I
good
would like
plan.
to sit my ass down. And then I won't do anything after Thanksgiving. And then I have to go to Nicaragua. I get to go to Nicaragua.
What the fuck?
I know.
For the wedding.
Oh, wait, I forgot it was in fucking Nicaragua.
And then we drive to Arizona for
whoop, whoop.
And then we go to Taos.
Is that for New Year's again?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So until Thanksgiving, I think you should really prioritize rest.
I do have to say though, this was like kind of a crazy thing. With my friends here this weekend, I was so not stressed that like my body was like in this zen state, and I think stress is what actually has not allowed me to drink. Because I drank like a fish this weekend and I had no tummy issues.
Oh, so like you maybe are getting like anxious or stressed.
So yeah,
from drinking,
anxiety and stress. No, like I think just
stress makes me so ill. So
yeah, I think it was like it's literally stress. But because I was like with my friends and my family and just like on the lake and just relaxing.
Yeah, you need more vacations where you relax.
I know.
Relax.
Because that's the problem is you're like going Arizona, traveling so much.
I don't understand though, like because in Arizona, I thought I was relaxing, but apparently my mind was not at ease.
Well, you weren't on the lake it was a different environment.
Yeah. I don't know. I need to find that though, because I was shook. Because if I had drank like this, like normally, there's no way in hell I'd be okay.
I wonder if it's like and you're like really sad or mad or something, and people are like, don't drink if you're really sad because it'll just make you more sad or more mad. Like maybe it's like that.
Maybe. But I was like not stressed. It was like perfect. I didn't have any tummy issues. Like
But exactly, like, so if you're feeling great, then like the alcohol will just continue making you feel more great.
Oh yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know. It was just bizarre.
Interesting.
But it was just like so wholesome.
Love that for you.
Adult summer camp.
That's so
Can
fun.
we do that? I want to do that.
Yes.
So bad.
We can.
When, Mom?
Let's try like April, May. May will.
I thought we were gonna go to the tulips in April.
Well,
she's like, you got to pick one, kids. We can't do all the trips.
I want to do both. This weekend
I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to be here when it's too hot. I guess we could try July 4th here. I was thinking about doing July 4th here, but
That could be fun because we would already have a place to stay, so you don't have to worry about like, oh, it's so expensive over the 4th and stuff.
Yeah.
Where are you going, Dev?
To a big ass cabin. It's like northeast of Flagstaff, so it's not in Flagstaff, but it's up north. And for my dad's birthday, all of his friends are going.
Oh,
and my aunt and uncle and cousin, not Paige, because Paige is in fucking Brazil or some shit. So
what?
Everyone but her.
How does she go so many places?
I don't fucking know. But insane. Anyways, yeah, I'm excited because it's like so many. There's 15 people. I've never.
Whoa. Are you gonna be okay?
Wait, and you're staying with them all in one house?
Yes.
You didn't ask for like a tent?
It's just like for 2 nights. Yeah, I don't know what the sleeping situation is, but it's gonna be big. And since I'm a quote unquote kid, I'm assuming I'm gonna be in like a bunk room or something. So I'm gonna probably need to be drinking the entire time, but I'm excited. It's gonna be like I said, such a big.
How old is he turning? Is it a big birthday?
61.
Oh, okay.
Just Friday.
He just likes to celebrate.
Love that.
Yeah, my dad's friends are pretty great. Like the fact that everybody is doing this, you know, like
that's so cool. Yeah. Just dads having friends in general is pretty cool.
I know.
To me. That's super cool.
That I've known my whole life. So that's cool.
That is really cool.
Do you call any of them?
Do they have any kids that are your age?
No.
Oh, that's
some of them have kids that are younger. But yeah, my dad was like all of when he was single, he was friends with all the single people. You know,
that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
One of his friends has like way older kids.
Okay,
and I don't even know them.
So are any of the kids coming?
Nope.
Oh.
Just Josh. And then my stepbrother Nick can't come because his girlfriend got a new job, so.
Oh, he should just ditch her and come.
I know, he should.
So is Logan going? No, not Logan. Logan wouldn't go.
No.
That's so fun though.
Lexi is, and Jared.
Lexi's going. Okay.
Oh my god, there's gonna be so many people.
That is so many people. It'll be nice to
get you and Lexi. Oh, is Lexi's
weather.
boyfriend gonna go?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that?
Good. I like him.
How does that work with sleeping arrangements? Would you then share how?
I think Kristen said there's several different rooms with bunk beds. I was like, as long as I have a bed, like that's all I require.
Is your family fine with like them sleeping together? Or, like,
yeah.
Need to be separated? Okay.
No.
I don't know.
I think that's so funny at this point in life.
And I think there's only 2 couples that need like beds together, and I'm not counting Lexi. Like, yeah, they can sleep together if they want, but they're not getting a whole room to themselves just because they're a couple, you know?
Yeah.
Tell them.
Joe's sister, when she was dating her like boyfriend, or like her now husband, but when they were just boyfriend and girlfriend, like Joe's parents made them sleep in like separate beds and like areas, and then by the time like we got together, the rule was like thrown. Well, Joe was also like, I'm 30 years old, like I'm not we're not sleeping in separate beds, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
His dad was like, okay, that's fine. And then everyone else like has not had to follow the rule at all. Because I think it was like until you're engaged or something.
Well, like you sleep together at your house, so like why?
I don't know if it's because they think like, do they think that you're gonna be like having sex in the other room, or like what is disrespectful about it? Because one, I wouldn't be having sex like if I'm in your family home. Like,
I mean, why not though? Like,
maybe that's the problem.
I don't know. I feel like I don't really know what the purpose is. It's probably so that they didn't have sex, but
I don't know. I feel the same way too. I like paved the way for Cameron's sister and her boyfriend now because they've been together a year now, which is kind of crazy.
Did you guys have to sleep in separate beds?
Stay apart? Oh yeah, for sure.
Until you were engaged?
No, because we moved in together before we were engaged. So that was once we decided to move in together. That was the whole like Tiff and his family and everything. And then once that got worked out, now she's all good. His mom posted, like, it was like National Sons Day or whatever, and his mom included his sister's boyfriend in the National Sons Day post. I was like, that's so cute. I didn't get an inclusion until like 3 years in.
Yeah,
but it's so cute.
Pave the way for her.
Yeah, which I'm happy
different
about.
With boys also.
That is good. Yeah, it is. Well, I don't know. Is it?
I just feel like women
it's probably
just
easier
love...
for boys.
Yeah, like wouldn't you be more carefree with
over the daughter?
I think women just love boys, like, so they're like, that's why.
You're talking about the sons thing. Yeah.
That makes sense. That's true. Probably easier to.
Whereas with like the son's girlfriend, they're like,
stealing my baby boy.
Yeah, that makes sense. Finny, stop! Come here. On our 2-month anniversary, I remember, like, of dating, I like went over to his parents' house and his grandma was there, and it was just him or his mom and his grandma in the kitchen, and they were like, "Oh, what'd you guys do last night?" And I was like, "Oh, we went and stayed at La Paloma." It's like a resort in Tucson that everyone goes to for our anniversary, 2 months together. Like, I was so excited, and they were like shook, like they were like their faces completely changed, and I just had no idea that was bad.
Did you?
Like, my mom knew. I was 19 years old. Like, I didn't know that was bad.
Did not tell you like the scoop before you blurted that out?
No, but then he came in the kitchen and it was like so awkward, and then like we just kind of carried on, and then he went to lunch with his sister and his mom like the next day, and his mom was like, "So you're sleeping together?"
Oh God.
It was so funny.
I would die, especially like blindsided.
Yeah, we got separate beds.
But he's like at lunch thinking that it's going to be just a nice like family
cute little lunch.
Together. And your mom's like, his mom's like, "So you have sex?"
And so you're not saving yourself at the time too, so it was just not good.
My God.
Maggie, that's bad.
I was 19.
That's really bad.
His grandma probably.
I'll find a picture. Actually, we could post it on the podcast Instagram because it's really funny. His dad like posted a picture on Facebook, like out to lunch with Cam. Yeah, and he just has a giant.
Oh my God! Yes, send it.
So funny.
That was kind of brutal for guys. Actually. At least girls could wear like a turtleneck or like a scarf
or makeup.
Makeup always looked like trash though. If you
it's so true.
It never was like a good situation.
Iron.
Oh yeah, that's always.
There's one that I had that you could not.
Was it like bruising?
It was like an entire thing, like on my like neck.
Hickeys are so dumb. Like, it's like, why were
that
we
is
doing
rude.
That?
Why did someone do that to you?
And it's not like that. Like, it doesn't feel better. It's not like this huge thing, or it's like, oh my God,
no,
I love getting hickeys.
It's like marking. Oh my God! One time when I was in 3rd grade, I think I gave myself a hickey on my arm, and my mom yelled at me.
I used to do that all the time.
She's like, "Don't do that." I'm like, "What? What's wrong?" Like, sex shaming. Jesus. I'm just...
Do you ever try to like practice kissing?
On your arm?
No, like as a kid.
No.
Yeah, like I would like on my arm or like something.
Like when I was in 3rd grade, I didn't know that you did that with like on people's necks.
With a significant other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm sending the picture.
And even if I did, so what, Mom?
So what? I just picture her like in her car listening, like, okay. Stop it, Maggie! Isn't it so big?
The face with it, though.
Oh my God. Is there 2 of them, or is it just...
It's just a massive
Could
one.
be, but
why did you do that?
Bro, I don't know. I was 19.
He's a little baby.
This is sick.
That's so funny.
I love that they posted that on Facebook.
It's so funny. Like, I don't know if he knows to this day.
No. Proud son. Wait, I forget. Is his dad a pastor?
No.
Okay.
He gives pastor, though.
He's a good public speaker.
Yeah.
I was just like, my friend that I was like in her wedding was here this weekend, and she's like, her family's like pretty religious, but like they didn't really want like a religious ceremony, so they told, because their friend was like their minister, whatever. What do you call them? Officiant, thank you. And so my friend was like, just throw God in there a couple times, like just to give them like satisfaction that God is here with us. And so they did that. But
that's good.
That's funny. She just got her wedding photos back, and I like really want to see all of them.
That's like she's not sent the link. Looked at all of mine yesterday. I got all of them.
You got them just yesterday?
Yeah. Well, okay, so she sent them on Friday apparently, and I didn't see them all weekend. And then she texted me yesterday and was like, I emailed them to you. Did you see it? But I never got the email. So we like put them on the TV last night and watched all of them. And there's like 2,000. Like it literally took us over 2 hours to go through them all. Damn. But they're so good. Did you watch the intro to the video that I reposted too? It was on the photographer's page.
I only watched the part that was on your story.
Yeah, like, you have to like, because it cut off.
Because it's longer, yeah.
It's so good. Like, it's so hype.
I heard Aaron's speech starting it, which was funny.
Yeah, that made me feel better because I was really worried that I would like start with my vows, and I was like, I don't want to hear my own voice in this video.
I get that.
Did you hear your vows?
Hearing your own voice?
Did they start?
No, I haven't.
Or not in that clip you got it?
It was just like 30 seconds of the intro.
I'm so excited.
But we'll probably get it this week. She said they're almost
I like was not on my phone for like 4 days. Maybe that was also a stress thing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I like had lost my phone like multiple times over the weekend. Just no idea.
Well, did that make you feel better then?
Yeah.
That's really good. Yeah, I think it might be overconsumption too, that really.
Yeah.
One year I went to Oregon for my birthday with my family, and somehow my phone, like when I was running on the beach with the dogs, like slipped out of my back pocket on the beach, and I lost my phone. And this was on like day 2. So the entire rest of the trip I didn't have my phone, and it was actually the nicest thing.
I know, not really
having my phone.
I wonder if someone found it.
I feel like the wave came up and got it or something. Like we looked everywhere for it. It just fucking disappeared. Unless someone was
crazy.
I don't know. Yeah.
That's really awesome. Brave of you to go the rest of your trip without your phone. One time
I would be like, Lexi, let me sign into my Instagram, please.
Dude, I remember like before, well, maybe that you didn't experience that because there wasn't like social media that way, but like before I was allowed to have a phone, I'd be like, let me log in on your phone, like to my friends.
That's so good.
Yeah, one time I went to California and I went on
we didn't have
ride.
that problem though, because we would just like you'd go on the desktop, like you had to wait to log on the desktop anyways.
That's so crazy.
For like Facebook and stuff.
I'm glad that like my siblings were older, because I can't imagine like if you had close siblings and then you're like, no, I want to use the computer, no, I want to use it. That would be hard. But yeah, one time in California my phone fell out of my pocket on that G-Force ride where you like swing and it's a big circle, and it cracked and broke, and then I made my mom the whole next day. We spent the whole next day in AT&T getting a new phone.
Wow.
Baby child syndrome.
I can't believe that didn't stay in your pocket.
I know, it was in my back pocket too.
Like what about the G-Force? Like I thought it was supposed to
some crazy G-Force apparently
hold you in.
That's so fun.
Productivity.
Do we know her?
I do want to say that I have been struggling lately with productivity and like feeling bad about not having enough to do, I think. And like being productive enough, which obviously I always
you're going to be real busy these next couple weeks.
I'm excited. I love the feeling of being busy and having to, like, my motivation style is like, you need to get this done right now.
Like deadlines.
And if if it's not an impending deadline, then I won't do it. And and if it's just for myself, then I won't do it. But if it's for someone else, then I'm like, you know, I'm busy and I feel good about it. But I've been trying to be on my phone less, especially in the morning, because it'll be like a 3-hour time suck of like switching back and forth apps and drinking my coffee and whatever.
Yeah.
And so I've been for a week, a little over a week. I don't look at my phone the first thing in the morning. Like I leave my phone, I get up, and then I've been replacing my scrolling with a hobby, like a craft. So I've been like coloring in a coloring book while I drink my coffee.
And you put on your record player so then you have sound.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. And I think the endless scrolling thing, we need to replace it with something else. So if there's a part of your day where you feel like I spend too much time on my phone at this specific part of my day, replacing it with something that you can do with your hands is the best solution.
I agree.
I recommend.
Because you're never like finish a TikTok hole and you're like, wow, I feel so good. Like that doesn't happen.
You never do. That's why I like reading. I'm really easily able to replace like scrolling with reading.
It's odd. I feel like I feel worse like if in the morning, if I had like a really slow morning and did a hobby or read or something, that makes me feel worse about myself almost of like, oh, you're like a little influencer. You get to just like do nothing in the morning, like where I feel like I need to like be productive right off the bat to like actually fit into society or like be working or whatever.
Well, that's why I kind of like working out first thing in the morning because then I get something done. But I also like really need to journal first thing in the morning to be like effective. But giving myself that time, like you're saying, I'm like, oh wait, I'm like behind. So like I don't have time to journal. But I'm like, yes, you have 10 minutes. You do. You actually do have 10 minutes. So just like do it. But
it's so hard to know that there are things that you need to do even though you don't really want to do them, but you know they make you feel better. But for some reason it's so hard to do those things, or at least sometimes it's really hard.
No, it's really hard because I think that like there's not like journaling, obviously it's great if I can get my thoughts out and like kind of like put things together, but there's no like immediate gratification of like check you did this today kind of thing, like, or you've like moved the needle to like get somewhere else. I'm like,
do you put journal on your to-do list?
Not really, no.
That helps.
I should do that. That's a good idea.
Like to be able to cross it off. Helps.
But for working out, I don't know why I'm able to like really prioritize that. Like this morning, I was like I'm getting
created a routine with it.
Yeah.
And you enjoy it. And I feel like once you have that routine, you kind of don't overthink it. You're like, I feel like the reason I don't want to do things is because I'm overthinking them.
For sure.
But once I got used to working out, I would just be like, oh, I need to get ready now. And I'd get ready and I'd leave. And I wouldn't sit there and think like, oh, I don't want to go work out, you know?
That's true.
But it's just so hard to like get started on those things.
One thing for my productivity is just like refining systems and like processes for things, because I think like one thing that Devon like knows about is like we've used Slack a lot for like communicating on different things, but it's like kind of disorganized when it like we're talking about 5 different things and then we have like 5 or 6 different brand deals and we're also talking about pitches
like with one creator
about, like, just with like
in
even
your
just,
channel,
like, one, let alone in the Slack channel. And so like I was like, okay, we really need to like try something different, because it's like you're scrolling back and trying to find when you talked about X deadline for this campaign, and then like now we're talking about this pitch, and then you know like 5 messages down is like you know something completely different, and it's like that was like taking too much time scrolling back and trying to like find what we were talking about and stuff. So now we've been trying to like put more of the communication for current active campaigns into ClickUp, because there's like an area where you can talk about stuff in ClickUp channels. But that's like a whole different process. So it's like getting used to like telling Devon to go there, and then telling me to go there, and telling Hannah to go there. And like I know that it's going to make it better, but it's just like it is a massive productivity hack to like
it's like
make
relearning.
sure things are
it's almost like you need to think, okay, where am I getting stuck in my routine, stopping my productivity, and then changing that or tweaking it.
For sure. And then we just created something else too, like with like a dashboard, so we can like update things even more quickly and like really take notes better and like put all this stuff into one thing. And so like that has also cut down like time in like half, because we're able to like use this dashboard instead of going into each person's like folder to connect things. So those are like just little things, but it's like if I hadn't done that, that would have like, you know, it just, then you're not following the process, and then it's like ruining productivity overall.
Yeah, like it's more work at first, but then overall
yes,
it'll make
exactly
way easier.
Yeah, because now I have to add into my routine, like, okay, now I need to be checking my inbox on ClickUp.
Do you think maybe you'd start using ClickUp more for yourself then, in general?
No.
If you have to.
You never used it for yourself, right? You always use Notion.
Well, I honestly use my phone. Like, I use the Notes app. For, obviously, for brand collaborations, there's a lot more that goes into it. So that needs to be, obviously, in something. So ClickUp. But, yeah, with, like, my little videos that I'm making throughout the day or whatever, I don't really need. I mean, maybe.
But even for brand,
my ideas get lost within a million different notes. I'm like, okay, there are 12 notes with ideas.
I know. That's how I am with notes too. I literally just got a notification that like I have so many fucking notes that my computer's like, you're running out of storage. And I was like,
really?
What do you mean?
This is the third world problem, or first world problem of our generation. The storage problem. The really never ending. Like, I run through hard drives. One a quarter I need to buy them, and they're like $100 fucking.
But that's at the same time, isn't that awful though? That like, are you actually going back and like looking at any of that stuff?
No, but what if?
I know.
But like, do you do that even with the podcast episodes and stuff?
I have them all, yeah. Because
I just delete that.
I've recently been deleting them because my hard drive is full and I don't want to buy another one. But I need to. I keep putting it off. But like, what if one of our episodes sounds bad or something and I need to go in and fix something? Because that has happened multiple times. So
that is true. You could go back into Riverside and like fully redo it, but that would be a lot.
But then like 50 years from now, am I going to have a whole like closet full of hard drives? Like, what the fuck?
Well, I think about that too, of even like finished videos, like when you edit a video and you're done with it, and then that takes up so much of your camera roll. Like, I want to have those videos because, like, what if TikTok or Instagram or something goes away one day and then you don't have it? But then, like, it also just takes up so much room. Or, like, if you're making a cooking video and you have, like, 15 clips to keep all like 2 minutes, it's just, like, a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'd rather throw all of those in a hard drive and then just keep one, like, memory card or whatever and keep erasing
even with your phone? You do your hard drive?
No, but I should. That would just take forever.
Yeah, I feel like that would just take so long.
I wonder if we're going to get to a point where, like, there's whole companies that are just, like, responsible for organizing, like, digital spaces.
Probably.
Yeah, because what about when we die? Like, what happens to all of these hard drives and shit? Like, oh my God, it's so overwhelming because it's infinite. It's never going to end how much...
this weekend about like memories and just photos and like how honestly like it's nice to have a book or like a photo album. Like those used to be so antiquated, but now it's like, wait, I kind of want a photo album because then it's like a physical thing. And that's why I really like the Aura frame too, because like you can load pictures on there and you can actually see them like time and time again versus you just take them and never see them. I think
it's really good. Yeah, we got one.
I just convinced both my friends to get them for Christmas.
It seems like such a grandma or a parent gift.
Yeah,
though.
it is.
Like,
because you can like
we also love
it.
ours though.
But like ours. If you shared it with like, say you get it for your parents, then like all your siblings and stuff can add photos that will just pop up for that. Which is cool.
We got my grandma one year, and I don't think anybody adds new photos to it anymore. Like we, the first few months were like, put it on the grandma's frame.
Yeah, I do love photo albums. There was one point I was gonna go through and make like year by year photo albums. Like I wanted to go through and be like, okay, this 2020 or whatever, and then make a photo album of
That's
that
a good idea.
But they're also expensive. Like it's like over $100 to order like a photo book like that.
Oh, like photo album? Oh, well, you should just like have the pictures printed and make like old school photo albums like we used to do. Like, I love looking at photo albums still.
Me too. And like I did so many cute ones when I was little where I'd like write on it like my dog like looking at squirrels in the trees, and I'd be like, so looking for squirrels, and like the worst handwriting.
Yeah.
But you thought you ate with
like I want
the heart eye.
You know, like you want things to be cute. Like, you know, have you seen Elise Myers posting her journal entries lately?
No.
She's been posting like her old journal entries from like college and stuff, and they're such good writing. Like it feels as though you're reading a book, and that makes me so mad because I'm like, I wish a journal could be that, you know, like where you're just so writing so perfectly, where if anybody stumbled upon your journal, they'd be like, wow, New York Times bestseller.
No, that's how I want it to be. I need to work on my hand strength.
Literally, same.
I hate writing.
After a page, I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, I can't. Like my brain could keep going, but I can't.
That's why I feel like I've developed like very loopy handwriting, because I just connect everything together.
Well, think about how much we used to write, like in school and stuff, versus now.
Yeah. I feel like by the time we got into high school, though, we like stopped writing papers, like handwriting papers.
Yeah. But still notes. I would always do all my notes writing.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh my god.
In college, the professors were like talking too fast, so I could never.
I know, you're like.
I had to like type on the computer.
You're like, no, go back a slide.
Please. I know. I'm like, pause, shut up.
I know. That's why they would always put their things online too. So it's like, why am I
was
even here right now?
Well, exactly. Then I would just skip class.
I always got way more out of it though. I know, that was a never-ending like horrible cycle. But
God, there are some classes I don't know how I passed because I didn't go. If it was early in the morning, I didn't go.
Yeah, 8 a.m.s. Nah.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal. I don't think this is very helpful in terms of productivity.
No, well, I think that's maybe the point. Is like, just let people know. You know, we're not.
I think my only thing is like assessing and seeing where you could find more efficiencies.
Yeah, and creating a new routine where something is lacking.
Yeah.
I just wonder how much of it, like, I just know I've been this way my whole life. Like, when I think about elementary school, even, of like, if I was sick on a Wednesday, I'd be like, okay, I need to miss Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so that way I can come back Monday and like be on a fresh start. And I'm like still like that now in the week. Like I'm like, oh, this week's a bust. Like I'll start next week.
Okay, like, but here's one thing that really changed that for me is start like adding up those days into months. And it will like make you like really be like, holy fuck, I've wasted like 4 months this year.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But like how Devon's saying, like when you're motivated by something that's like, oh, I have a deadline for this, then I do it. Like 100% I do it. Or like for the podcast, if it's for other people, then I'm like, I'm down. But I feel like with this job, it's like there's so many things that you can always be doing to expand and to do different things, where that feels like I put off a lot of that stuff when there is so much time where I could be doing several things. But like I just don't, and like I don't know what in my mind makes me that way, because I've always been that way.
Yeah,
like it's not like a new thing. So I think I just need to see a therapist.
Sounds a little like OCD or something.
It sounds like fear of success.
Do you want me to tell you guys the productivity styles?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, first one is the prioritizer. They're fact-driven, likes to get straight to the point, not a fan of idle chit-chat, highly analytical, needs consistency, and is dedicated to completing each task goal until completion. The next one is the arranger. Highly supportive in the workplace, highly intuitive, works well with others, enjoys building relationships, teamwork, and collaboration, reluctant to move away from their preferred way of working. Anyone sounding like you?
Is this like the thingy? Like the letter thing?
No. It's productivity styles. The planner, solely focused on task accomplishment, super fans of the to-do list, very deadline focused, needs an actionable plan, gets frustrated with meetings that don't have a set agenda.
That seems like me.
And the visualizer, big picture thinking, idea-oriented, innovative and creative individual, prefers information to be displayed visually, looks at projects from a broader perspective.
I
think I'm kind of like the prioritizer and planner mix.
What was the to-do list one? Planner?
Yeah. Deadline focused, needs actionable plan.
I feel like I'm that for when I have to do things, and then the last one when I'm like actually like
learning,
happy and learning and like being creative and actually accomplishing things.
Yeah.
I find that I need space for the last one. Like I need to dedicate space for it because that makes me like really happy and helps me like plan out things and get excited about opportunities and next steps.
The reason I think I'm the prioritizer is because I feel like the visualizer is wasting time. Like, why do we need to have this big visual planned out thing? Like, that's wasting time making the visuals and stuff. Like, let's just do it and get it done.
But here's my thing about like the visualizing aspect of it is that I think it provides a lot of reason and context and purpose for a lot of the other things. So like say you're like, okay, I really want to create like a whole set of card games for people. And then like that's kind of like a big picture thing. But then like that kind of drives like after you're kind of like visualizing and like being excited about those things, or like you create like online communities, or you create like these bigger grandiose plans, then that kind of drives like what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. Like, okay, I need to talk more about my like book club on a regular basis, or I need to like talk more about my itineraries, or like I need to make more itineraries, or I need to make more like savable shareable content. And so that drives a lot more like purpose behind your prioritization versus like I think what you guys are saying of like it's hard to be motivated for your own things is like connecting it to a bigger thing.
Yeah.
Overall, because otherwise it doesn't. Why do you have to do it? There's no like real reason why you have to do anything, right?
Yeah, I like
but if you're
that.
like,
I just don't think it helps.
Like
me
just your brain doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's
ideally
like,
that would be great.
I don't think that it's like a necessary thing to do like every single week or like do it all the time. But I definitely like it for at least a quarterly exercise.
Yeah, my old boss, he must have been the visualizer because he always wanted me as the designer to like use a big whiteboard and plan like the whole website map out on the whiteboard. And I'd always be like, this is a fucking waste of my time. Like, this is not going to help me. Like, I just want to get to the thing and start designing it on my computer. This isn't helping me visualize anything.
The only thing that it helps me with is like to make it feel less big. Like if I then make an outline of something, it's like, oh, these are more achievable, like actionable steps that I can take rather than this like big picture idea that I just don't do. I don't know. But I also just avoid things. I have packages that I need to take to ship for 2 weeks now that are sitting next to me and I just haven't done it. Like, why?
Maybe we should do that today.
You should find a task rabbit to do it.
And I also tell myself, like, oh, tomorrow's going to be the day,
Yeah.
Have a task.
I always do that.
I fucking hate returning shit.
And then when you know that you're capable of, like, getting things done in a certain amount of time, or, like, you know that you are productive at things, then it's like, oh, okay, well, I can put this off because I know that I can finish it in one day or whatever.
Yeah.
I do think it's, like, have you ever heard of, like, what is it, Mel Robbins? Mel Robbins? Is that her name?
The girl? Yeah.
Yeah.
The lady,
she's like
the
this
woman.
like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 thing, and then you're just like meant to just do go. Or if a task is actually only going to take you like 5 seconds, like just do it right away and don't put it off. And I think about that a lot, especially when I'm like I have to send something stupid or like,
oh my god, I need to send something to my accountant and I've been putting it off. It's probably
same.
My
seconds.
mom.
I know there's a lot of things, but then I'm like,
and it always makes you feel better.
I know typing this email will actually take me 5 minutes. I don't know why I'm putting it off. So then I just like do it, and I'm like, oh, now I can like sleep better.
It's so true. Yeah, but like I don't know, because it's like I know that avoiding something makes me feel worse. Like 100%, I know that. I know doing it makes me feel better. So I don't understand why my brain can't like put that together and be like, okay, so do it then.
Oh, it's so annoying.
I feel like it just has to be more like enforced on the feedback loop.
What does that mean?
Take Is this cold?
Joe's
Thank
delivering
you.
coffee.
Oh, it's so good. I don't really like my Nespresso, but I like my dad's Nespresso.
Why? What's the difference?
I was like, I literally got the
espresso?
exact same pods that he did and everything for mine, and I'm like, it tastes different here.
You know, coffee tastes better when someone else makes it for you.
I also wonder, is it
I
the
make
water?
it myself at my dad's.
Oh,
maybe
could be the water.
He does use like a very expensive filter for his water, so
that could
maybe
be
that's it. Arizona water is trash, though. I will say.
I know.
I can drink every.
What?
I don't.
You
I
shouldn't
drink tap
it.
water. I drink tap water everywhere. I really.
It's so funny growing up in Arizona. I would never drink tap water.
I don't like Arizona tap water.
It's terrible.
I don't mind it. I think Phoenix specifically is worse. I'm pretty sure. I don't know why though, but I'm pretty sure Phoenix has like a thing. Good? Yeah, Tucson is great.
Tucson.
Flagstaff has good water. I remember my sister used to drink the tap water, and I'd be like, "What? That's weird."
But the positive feedback loop, you just have to feed it, and just keep giving it good positive information, and then rewards.
That is true.
You probably just need more rewards. Like, go get yourself chicken nuggets every time you return a package.
No, that is true. I honestly had that thought today. That I could go take them and then go get chicken nuggets. I literally thought that.
You should. I guarantee if you do that for a week, you will be doing the package.
But then also I'm like, do I just need Adderall, you know? Like, because it's just like the steps. Like, it's like, okay, I can go to the post office, but it's like the fact that I have to organize all these packages. I got postcards for my release. I need to write everyone the postcards. Like, it's like multiple steps to get there.
I think that part of it is, but if you don't have like the processes in place, Adderall will just kind of be like a driving force of like,
I'm just like, like just sitting in one place.
You just kind of like, or you doing like a million tests that are kind of unnecessary.
Yeah, like cleaning.
Yeah,
I literally think I'm low on dopamine, especially in certain points of my period cycle, because there are some points when I'm like, I do not have any motivation to do anything. But then I know that when I feel normal, I feel normally like motivated.
Mm-hmm.
Then there are certain days when I'm just like, I cannot even get off the couch. And I think that's because I don't have any dopamine.
That's also why this month, like, because during my ovulation time and like the time where I feel the happiest in the month, I was still feeling sad and like having thoughts of how I do on my period or the week before my period. So that's why I'm like, wait, what's happening? Because usually I can tell myself.
Do you have like depressive and suicidal thoughts like on your period or right before your period?
Probably not like suicidal, but
very sad feelings though.
Yeah, like what's the point?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's 2 weeks out of every month.
Yeah, probably. Like what week?
Like a week and a half.
Yeah, probably like a week and a half. Once I start my period, it's honestly better. Like it's like probably like a week.
So insane. So
I know. My mom actually just texted
divided by 4.
Because my cousin Jaden also has PMDD, and my mom texted that one of her friends
has been months taking a year that you just feel like death.
Dude, I would say more than that. like I like 60-70% of the time I'm like not well. Pepsid, how do you say that medicine?
I don't know that one.
Don't know.
I think it's for like your nose or something. But apparently my mom sent me this TikTok that it's like good for PMDD and like helps alleviate the symptoms a lot or something.
I wonder how much is related to like anxiety and depression in addition to like if you already have that stuff and then you also have PMDD, if treating the other stuff would be. Should we all just like have open therapy sessions on the podcast?
That's what we do every week. What do you mean? Just have the actual therapist. That maybe would be helpful. Like we have a therapist on, and like I try to lie to the therapist, and you guys are like, "Girl, no, that's not true." That's every week. We do really need to all go to therapy. Like I think that should happen by the end of the year.
Our listeners are probably so tired.
Yeah. I know. For years, we're like, we need to go. But maybe there's people listening that are in the same boat that keep putting it off.
Yeah. No, there definitely are.
Because it is really hard. No. Okay, well, hope you enjoyed that talk on productivity. Hope
Do
you
not
have
make this
a
title
beautiful,
productivity.
productive day.
A lesson in productivity.
Please, no. Be like, how to not be productive. That's like the comment.
No, literally. Title. Why we're not productive.
This is why you're not productive.
Ooh, that's a great title.
Yeah.
I like that one. You should do that one. Because then that's like showing both. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for listening. We're going to keep chatting over on our Patreon. I have a list of notes in my phone of like topics.
Oh, I'm excited.
It's like, I don't know why it feels like it's been longer than a week since we've recorded for some reason, but it's not. So make sure you go check out our Patreon. I do feel like
I lived a lifetime.
I know, you've done a lot. That's crazy. Okay, we have a lot of extra content on our Patreon, so go subscribe if you want to watch all of that. Make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, follow our TikTok and our Instagram, and we'll see you next week. Love you. Bye.
Bye.